Hello class, how are you all? Today you are on page number 38. So on page 38 we will discuss about vegetative reproduction as how plants grow by the different parts of plants. So first of all we will discuss info bit that is given upside the paper on page number 38. Some plants produce large quantities of pollen during certain seasons. Means some flower produce a large amount of pollen. Means the season of mango is summer. So in summer season, mango produce a lot of pollen grains. So it can causes runny nose, sneezing and itching in eyes. Now the ovary protects the seed until they are ready to be released. So who protect the seed? Ovary protects the seed until they are ready to be released. When this happens, we say fruit is ripe. So who protects the seed? Ovary protects the seed and we can say that fruit is ripe. Now, what is vegetative reproduction? So, I want to plant a rose bush in my garden, but I do not have its seed. Chinmay, to plant a rose, you do not need seeds. You can grow another rose plant from its stem itself. Means if you are not having seeds of any plant, then how can you grow the plant? If we are not having seed, we can grow the plant by different parts as stem, leaves and other parts of the plants like roots also. So this is the method by which we can produce plants. So how Chinmay grow the rose plant? By stem. Because Chinmay is not having rose seeds. So how Chinmay grow? By its stem. So some plants can reproduce from their own parts like root, stem and leaves. This is called vegetative reproduction. Now ways of vegetative reproduction. So the part from which the plant grow, they are different as by leaves, by roots and by stem. Plant grow by different parts as by leaves. In some plants, adventitious buds develops on leaves. Means this is grow by leaves. So which are the part? The leaves. Leaves are the part where adventitious birds grow. When a leaves come in contact with soil, these birds develop into new plants. So what happened do you know? In this leaf of bryophyllum and begonia, and some growth as adventitious birds develop on leaves. When these break or come in contact with soil, they grow new plant. So this is reproduction by leaves. Now second, I have made underline by roots. So which plant grow by roots? So the roots of some plants develop adventitious buds on them. So which plant develop adventitious buds? Some plants like leaves also produce like roots also. So the dahlia, sweet potato, they produce by this method. Which plant? Dahlia and sweet potato. They produce adventitious buds on their body so they can grow by roots. Now next by stem. So garlic, potato, ginger, turmeric have special types of stems that have buds which grow into new plants. So which plant grow by stem? Garlic, potato, ginger and turmeric. They have they have special types of stems that have buds which grow into new plant. So what happened? How can we grow plant by stem? We will cut these plants in small parts and we grow every small parts, and every small parts will grow into new plant. So rose plant can also be grown by their stem. So I have told you about plants grow by different parts. So what is vegetative reproduction? So some plants can reproduce from their body parts like root, stem and leaves. This is called vegetative reproduction. Now I am showing you again structure of flower and structure of seed, because both the diagrams are very important, because we see flowers daily, seed daily, so we should know the parts of flower, because we are seeing flower daily. If we understand the parts of flower, then it is very good for us. Now I am showing you parts of flower. Now you can see structure of flower. So the colored part of flower is called corolla or petals, and the green part, this is called sepals or calyx. And you can see inside the flower one pistil is present. This pistil is called female reproductive part, and this pistil has also different parts as stigma, style, ovary and ovule. Which are the part of the pistil? Pistil parts are stigma, style, ovary, and ovary contain ovules. Now you can see male reproductive part of flower. So male reproductive part are anther and filament. Anther contain pollen and pollen contains pollen grains. Now you can see structure of seed. So seed has one cotyledon and two cotyledon both. So the seed those have one cotyledon are called monocots, and the seeds those have two cotyledons are called dicot. So seeds also have different parts as cotyledon, seed coat, micropyle, endosperm, etc. Seed dispersal happens through how seed disperse by wind, water, animals, humans and by bursting. We know every agent of seed dispersal. We have discussed it also. Now reproduction happens through how reproduction occur? By pollination and by vegetative reproduction. So by pollination, self-pollination and cross-pollination. So first of all, we will discuss about self-pollination. So self-pollination occurs in plants having both reproductive parts, stamen and pistil. Means this is a flower that has both the parts, stamen and pistil. But I have told you some plants have only one part, male or female reproductive part. And cross pollination occurs in plants having either stamen or pistil. Fusion of pollen grains with ovules is called fertilization. What is fertilization? Fusion of pollen grain with ovules. The process of growth of a seed into a plant is known as germination. So what is fertilization? Fusion of pollen grain with ovules is called fertilization. And what is germination? The process of growth of a seed into a new plant is known as germination. So you should know the definition of fertilization and germination. So what we have discussed today: vegetative reproduction and structure of flower and structure of seed. So vegetative reproduction is the plant reproduce by their own parts like roots, stem and leaves. So this is called vegetative reproduction, by leaves, by roots and by stem. And I have told you examples also of all three. Thank you very much, class.